Am I in the wrong for telling my daughter she can't come to Christmas because of what she did, even though she thinks I'm in the wrong? Posted by you/electronic_gas_5769. I am a mother of 4 adult children, 2 older sons and 2 younger daughters. I have always been close with my daughter Sally, while my daughter Penny has always preferred to have her own space. I love them both very much. They are both beautiful and talented young women, and I thought I could not be more proud of them. We are having our Christmas gathering early this year, in the first week of December. I was calling everyone to invite them for Christmas dinner, gift giving, and all the usual festivities. When I phoned Penny yesterday to finalize a few details, she mentioned that she and her husband would not be coming. When I asked her why, she said that they had separated for now, because he had cheated on her. I said that it would surely be better to spend time with family if this was the case, and perhaps she should come home for some time. She hesitated, but then eventually she told me he had been having an affair with Sally, and they had been seeing each other for the past 2 years. I felt sick. For the past 6 months, Sally had alluded in our talks to seeing someone and seemed very much like a girl in love. I uninvited Sally to the Christmas gathering and blocked her number. I do not know if I am able to deal with her before Christmas, but this is family time, and family cannot hurt each other like that. I am at a loss in all honesty. Penny is now planning to come, which is good because at this time, she needs the stability of people who love her. The problem is that Sally naturally thinks I am in the wrong. She says it is none of my business, and as her mother, I cannot block her and remove her from the family. My sister thinks I should not get involved in their personal lives, which I think is nonsense. My daughter needs us right now. But then she tells me, I have 2 daughters to think about, which I think is not true. Sally has forfeited that right at the moment. Thankfully, my husband is liaising with Sally at the moment, but he is also in solidarity with me. So, are we in the wrong for uninviting a daughter for Christmas? My husband showed me that this had gotten a lot of responses, too many for us to answer them all, but we will be reading through them before bed. Small update, Penny's mother-in-law found out. While she and I have only spoken a few times, she doted on Penny, and I know Penny got along well with her. I have not spoken to her personally, but I know she phoned my daughter and was really supportive and crying. My sister said that if Sally is not invited, then she is not going either, which is fine by me. She was not invited in the first place due to the pandemic. Otherwise, I have been working and doing some crochet, so it has been quiet. Comments. Cheerily terrified. No, sleeping with her sister's husband is a really good reason to uninvite your daughter. This is a case where one has so massively wronged the other that staying neutral, or not taking sides, is taking a side. I have seen a few of these that go the other way and want the betrayed sister to suck it up and put their hurt and feelings aside for the sake of the family. So good for you for not pulling that nonsense. Silver Selvon, right? She went from mess to stink bug, and I was like, who? Update, 1 month later. Hello, everyone. My Christmas gathering was yesterday, and my son and husband wondered if I would post an update for you all. It has been rather uneventful, but I have been equally surrounded by warmth and love while also feeling heartbroken and lonely. So first of all, since my original post, my husband has been teaching me to use Reddit. I have really enjoyed being in some craft communities. My daughter Penny has been staying with us. She works from home. My husband and eldest son went to get some more of her stuff from her old house. Penny's mother-in-law, Jane, was there and was very helpful and sweet. She also bought some mint hot chocolate for our Penny and Christmas candles. I know they are her favorite. From what Penny has told me, Jane is having similar feelings to me, a lot of guilt over our children's decision to hurt people we love. I think at this point we have to accept that we did our best raising them, but they are adults now, so we cannot beat ourselves up. Penny and Jane are going to stay in touch. I think Jane truly does think of Penny as a daughter and friend. On to some more negative things. I wrote my letter to Sally during this time. I expressed that I was extremely disappointed and also disgusted. While I will continue to have a relationship with her, she will not be welcome to any family gatherings with Penny present unless Penny has met a point in her life where she feels comfortable. I told her what some of you had said, that not taking a side would be a side, and that she had, for all intents and purposes, already uninvited herself when she was so cruel to her sister. Sally had apparently come up on Friday and knocked on the door. I was out shopping at the time. My husband spoke to her. Apparently, Sally and Michael, my son-in-law, are going to continue their relationship. I will not support it in any way or form. She may be my daughter, but that man is not welcome. I am supporting Penny through the divorce. And if Sally ever expects money for the wedding or a house, then she is a very naive girl. My husband sent her away, after which Sally said we would have to get over it someday. Otherwise, the Christmas gathering was lovely. It was strange not getting drunk and playing board games due to COVID-19, but still a pleasant time. My hip hurts from the cooking, but husband and Penny did the cleaning up. So, who is the real winner? I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you very much for your kind words when I last spoke to you. Comments. Holly Star 241. I was not able to judge your other post, as it is locked, but I am glad your Christmas gathering went well. Original poster, and just to say you are not the asshole for uninviting Sally, and I hope Penny can move on from this, and perhaps find a better man who will not cheat on her and treat her like a queen. Weekly Conversation 8. I agree. If Sally marries the asshole-in-law, she'll create a vacancy for the position of mistress. Saber Eyes. You handled everything perfectly. We see many posts on here where they parents take the opposite approach. Welcome the sister and cheater to everything and tell the one that was wronged just to get over it. I mean, what the heck is up with that? Your get-together sounds like it was fun. It is cool they did the cleanup. Never thought it fair that the women in my family spent the first half of the day cooking and still had to do the cleanup afterwards while the men watched TV. I responded. It was still a very hard decision to make. My heart breaks at a situation I cannot fix. My husband will always do the dishes after, as he insists I do not load the dishwasher correctly. Maybe I should do more of the cleaning incorrectly. Update, 1 year later. I hope this message finds you well. A lot has changed since I last spoke with you all, so I would like to update you, because I am finding things a bit difficult right now. First of all, Penny is doing well. She met someone new about a year ago. They are incredibly supportive and sweet, and they made such an effort in getting to know me and my husband. Penny was still living with me when she started seeing them, so I got to watch their relationship develop, and although Penny is a grown woman, I could not help but be reminded of when she was a child and having crushes. It was very endearing, and I am glad I got to witness firsthand the smile her new partner gives her. Penny also got a new job and has moved to Ireland with her partner. Sally and Michael have continued their relationship. I do not have a lot of love to give Michael. I am civil enough, but frankly, it is difficult for me to become invested in their relationship at all. Michael recently asked my permission to marry Sally, which was disrespectful, to say the least. Penny still lived with me last Christmas, so again they were not invited. I am not hosting this Christmas, and am instead going to go visit my eldest son. He and his wife had a little boy at the beginning of this year. They have asked me to stay with them for a little while, so I can help with the cooking and cleaning, as they have been struggling a little bit. Finally, my husband passed away 9 months ago. He fell while on a walk and hit his head, and was there for some hours before someone found him. It has been a difficult transition, to put it mildly. Being a little bit on the older side, I have lost a fair few people in my life, and while I did grieve, I always had the strength to continue. Losing my husband made me realize how much I relied on him, not just to take the bins out or pick me up from choir practice, but all the times I was angry, sad, and overwhelmed, and he was there for me. When other people passed away, at least you get moments of respite in the grief, where you just sort of forget they have passed. With my husband, there are only reminders. Every time I wake up alone, when I now have to take the bins out, when I have to cook a meal, just for one person, there is not really a moment of peace in this grief, and I have found it very difficult to deal with. It is his birthday at the end of November, and there was another moment of grief, as I had to get rid of my notes for birthday gift ideas in my notebook. Everything has just been so painful to deal with, and I just cannot stop crying even after all this time. I just cannot even stand to think of the good moments I shared with him, because it just hurts too much. I know there is not a correct way to grieve or a time limit, but I just feel like I have got to get up and start looking after myself for everyone around me. I really want to thank any of you that read this. It has been incredibly helpful just to be able to share my feelings a little bit. I hope you all have been doing well. Update, 2.5 years later. I was not quite sure how to respond to all the messages I received after my last post. It seemed like a mighty task to reply to you all individually, so although I appreciate the well wishes, you'll have to settle for sharing the thank you message. So, thank you all for the advice and care you have shown since that one Christmas so many years ago. When my husband passed, I could not see another way to live my life. We had shared and created so much together, and I suppose I never imagined a life without him because I never wanted it. That being said, my husband quite selfishly died, and so after a year of stagnation, it was time to live a life without him. I have moved closer to my eldest son and wife to help raise my grandchildren. It was difficult at first because, although the children keep me busy and gave me joy and purpose, I did sometimes wish to talk to someone my own age about my own interests and not just Bluey. Serendipitously, I ran into an old friend of mine at the leisure center about a half year ago, and she is also widowed. It feels like a light in my life has been switched back on. We reconnected almost instantly, and it is a blessing to have someone I can rely on again. We are living together, and she is pretty much considered co-grandmother. While I do still wake up alone, I now know that the kettle is already boiling downstairs. Penny is doing well. She has now moved to the Netherlands for work, and she and her partner are still together. They have just recently gone back home after visiting for the week. Sally is also doing well. I know for some that will be disappointing to hear, including myself sometimes. On one hand, as a mother, I am glad she is happy. On the other hand, equally as a mother, I cannot forgive her for hurting Penny. I also have some deeper resentments as my husband passed while he was also hurting because of the decisions she had made. Sometimes it feels unfair to hold that against her. We still talk and I still love her, but sometimes I feel like I am going through the motions rather than caring for my daughter, as I used to. It is also a really hard thing to talk about to other people. There is a lot of guilt and shame involved when sharing that sometimes I feel quite ambivalent towards my daughter. All in all, the last couple of years have been a bit eventful. I would give everything to turn back time, but I cannot. And so I spend my time appreciating everything I still have. Once again, thank you all for your advice, care, and well wishes. The help I received was invaluable for navigating a difficult time in my life.